Good morning. Today we are going to talk about something very simple. That's all about plagiarism. We're first going to begin with the definition of plagiarism, which is the use of someone else's work as though yours without crediting or attributing to the source and passing it out as it is your own. Uh, Plagiarism has a number of examples. We have types of plagiarism. We have what we call the copy and paste, that is the direct plagiarism. We have mosaic plagiarism, soft plagiarism, accidental plagiarism, global plagiarism. Now we are going to see into detail one by one as we go to them, as we also see in some good examples as we go through them. Let's begin with what we call the copy and paste plagiarism, which is the uh, direct plagiarism. Okay. Now, this one involves the use of word for word transcription of someone else's work without crediting the source of information. Now, let's go and see some example on Google Scholars on this. We see what, okay, it's here. Let's see some source here as we go through it very fast. Uh, let's put it as we are looking for something like growth and development. Growth and development. With this, let's see adolescent growth and development. That is in science. Now, let's get to this and see what direct plagiarism is. Oh, accidental. Also, yes. Now, we have this. Mhm. This is an article. This is an article. Now, when I am using or I'm in for my research and I want to cite or I'm looking for something. Now, let me say, for instance, in this case, let me talk about this the physiological whatever growth in adolescents, adolescent growth and development. Then, in particular, I want to talk about the physiological growth and development. Uh, Remember, this article was for someone, mm, and we are just having it eh, as a point of reference. But now, this I want to copy and paste, and I will not cite or I will not acknowledge the person who has made it available. Now, if I come and begin to copy all this work, and use it as I paraphrase them and use it as my own, mm, and without acknowledging the person who has made it, that qualifies to be called uh, qualifies to be called self plagiarism. Sorry, direct plagiarism. Now let's look at this. We we have we have seen now this of direct plagiarism. Let's go to the other type of plagiarism again, which is the mosaic plagiarism. Now, with this mosaic plagiarism, when I'm doing my research and I have a number of sources of information and I get a number of ideas, a number of facts, a number of informations from these different sources, and I integrate them, I put them, like I paraphrase them and combine them to form a text without quotation, without quoting or without acknowledging the different authors, or without putting also them in in-text citation, that one qualifies to be called the mosaic. Because this mosaic is something like numerous, like when you pick different information from different sources and we put them together and we use them as one, by paraphrasing, it qualifies to be called mosaic. We can still get back to what we had previously on Google Scholars. That is, yes. Uh, that was all about that one of growth and development. Now, like growth and development, if I pick an information rated by I. Findlay, also talking about growth and development. B.S. Peer, also talking about growth and development. H. Van Den Berg, uh, W.H. Starbuck, and all of them are talking about the same thing, and I integrate them and make them one. That one qualifies them to be called mosaic, uh, mosaic plagiarism. Now let's look at the next. The next is called soft plagiarism. Now this soft plagiarism is when I use my previous work, or mixing work without notifying the supervisor or even the professor in this case when you're doing your research. Now, if I have my work of senior six and that's the same work I've come and I'm repeating them, hmm, and submitting to be used as the new. That one qualifies it to be called uh, self plagiarism. Now let's look at this. I have some work here that I submitted last semester. eh, to let me Let us look at this. Uh, Last semester. Okay, now like this one here. Let's open it. Uh, yes, I submitted last semester, and okay, and I reused this same work for this semester without acknowledging the supervisor or even one or the professor. That one qualifies it to be called soft plagiarism. Now let's look at the next, and yeah, let's look at the next. Uh, let's look at the next. The next is uh, the next is after solve we have the what we call the global, sorry, accidental plagiarism. Now this is now personal neglect to cite or misquote the source of information. Like if I let's go back to what we had previously on Google Scholars. Or we talked about growth and development. Now, if instead of citing growth and development according to R. Findlay, I put growth and development uh, according to B.S. Peer. I use B.S. Peer SWOT, but instead I cite R. Findlay. Hmm? That will lead to accidental, or and this also can be self neglect of the person of the work. Huh? And brothers and sisters who are watching, thank you for tuning in. The next one now is what we call how to avoid this plagiarism. Stay connected and watch our next. Thank you. I still remain Charles Uchid, your informer of the days. Thank you. Bye.